All right, I'm going to showcase something that is still available, a piece of fitness equipment that's still available on Amazon. I'll link it down below, and that's a pair of TRX straps. The reason I'm highlighting this is because a lot of you guys have been telling me the Total Body Works is still kind of hard to get a hold of. I'll still link it down below in case it does go back on sale on Amazon. It just recently, I think, kind of started selling out. But these are still available. I know right now people have a hard time just getting any fitness equipment. So anything you can kind of do for your house that's affordable, I think it's going to be a good thing. So I've been a big fan of these since they literally first kind of started coming to the market. I've had a bunch of different, they've kind of made little subtle upgrades throughout the years. This is one I've had actually 3 different pairs from just basically from business and stuff like that. But I had to kind of dust it off. I don't even have the door anchor on this thing. I thought I'd just throw it up, do a quick workout. I literally haven't thought of this at all. The only thing I thought of is the fact that you guys like kind of seeing these workouts kind of summarized. So I'm going to show you again, very, very efficient workout. I'm going to do this for you guys' benefit. The fact of just showing you that you don't need a whole lot of stuff in your house. You don't need anything crazy. I think the most important thing is kind of getting information out there so you guys can kind of do your own workouts and just, again, moving with anything you got. So I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to do a workout. I'll actually put the workout down below. I'm going to try and be mindful of my head as far as try to not mix it up too much. I normally would mix this up and do whatever, but I'm going to try and keep a certain rep range and maybe stick to certain exercises in the beginning, so just for my own benefit. But I'll post it down below at the end once I figure out what this is. But it's going to be an upper body workout, a little more shoulders today because that's what I haven't done in a little bit in a while. So I'm going to do some shoulders on this, and I'm going to do it within 20 to 30 minutes. That clock's actually a little bit fast, but I got to be done in about 30 minutes max. So I'm going to show you again very efficient workouts, upper body, maybe lower body. I think I'll stick to upper body, but I'll jump right into it. I'll fast forward again. I'll kind of talk over and you guys can see what I'm going to do.
All right, this is just going to be just a makeshift little warm up here. I don't really, no rhyme or reason. I didn't know what I was going to do. Like I said before, I'm just going into some upper body stuff to do. So I'm doing some kind of I's and T's, which are basically like shoulder frontal raises and rear delt flies. Key thing to remember throughout all these exercises, I can't emphasize this enough, is when you're using those TRX straps to really keep your weight back. Just do as much as you can to keep constant tension on those straps. And this can be very easy if you just kind of rip the weight through. You should always see tension on the straps as you're doing that, as you're keeping the weight back. So just did some rows, just doing some pressing that's going to kind of mimic the pressing in the first sequence of exercises of the formal workout here. Doing some chest presses, again, just warming up the limbs a little bit, just getting my bearings here. Haven't messed around with these in years. I used to be a pretty hardcore fan of these things for a long time. I just kind of fell out of using them. All right, so now we're starting the first sequence of exercises. This is gonna be 4 sets of these. 4 just because that's what kind of felt was good. I'm gonna leave this tension right where it is. Normally you can mess with this. I'm gonna leave the tension for all these things as far as the length pretty similar. So I'm doing just basically like a shoulder press. I'm trying to get my hips as back as I can. So as I'm pressing, it really just feels like the tension is coming in a straight line, kind of right in between my ears is what it feels like. When I'm watching the video, it doesn't look like it as much, but it really felt like it was doing a shoulder press by keeping my hips back. This is a 1-arm row. Again, you can make this into a single arm, like you actually clip the weights between each other so they can stay as one. But I'm just being lazy, so I'm holding 2 with my one hand, which felt fine. Just keeping my weight back. Doesn't look like it's that hard, but I'm keeping tension even at the very top. I'm actually sliding a little bit in the carpet there, so it was a little bit harder to do. If you were on the ground, it wasn't much of a problem. But again, not messing with the weights to make this easy change between exercises. Here's the second set. All these reps are 10 to 12-ish. That's what I counted when I was doing it. Normally, like I said, I never would count. To make it easier, that was the range it ended up being, and just that was actually the range for a lot of these that I was kind of done with. So if I wanted to do more, I would do more. That just felt like the perfect rep range. So again, going through these motions, I can't emphasize enough, guys, to really keep constant tension. If you feel like something's easy as you're doing this, you're doing it wrong, basically. So I added in a little bit of rotation into there as well. And I was getting, like little breaks in between, but you can see the time's already kind of going by with this one. When we get into the next sequence in a second, it's going to look similar. It's going to basically be like kind of I put down the next sequence as a chest press and another kind of strap row. But with this chest press, you'll notice that it's almost looks similar, but you'll notice more so in the next few reps, but it's a little bit kind of like an incline press. The tension's going out. Now, as you can see, it's kind of more of a regular chest press. Again, I'm not really messing with the length on that just to make it easy. And just because I didn't want to mess with this, I just wrap it around my hands so you can see with that little row. And just kind of like more of an upper body kind of trap type of row. So obviously hitting the lats and biceps too with this. But this felt actually really good too. Didn't really hurt my hands at all. And I can see where that might be some discomfort. But again, really easy transitioning each exercise just between these two. So I think I do 3 sets of this. Same thing, around 10 to 12 repetitions it ended up being for most of these, for all these sets. And this is like 2 days out since when I actually did this workout, and actually it's still sore, I think, even for my triceps, which I'll mention again here. You'll see that exercise coming up here after we finish off this one. All right, so this next one, I'm just doing some frontal raises, like an eyes, and I'll do some kind of rear delt flies. Basically, when you kind of go into this T, you're basically doing like a rear delt fly. What's really important when you're doing these shoulder type exercises like this is really keeping that weight back and trying to get your hands back at least as far back as your shoulders. But if you want to get even further back, that's beneficial. Just don't stop short. The triceps, I'm just keeping my hips back enough so that I'm giving myself nice leverage so that I can really flex my elbows. That's the most important thing. I don't want to bend my shoulders, move my shoulders around too much, because that takes away from the triceps. And my triceps, this is probably the thing I felt the most a couple days after. When I did it, I didn't really notice it as much. It was still a little tough, but and then biceps here, same deal. I'm trying to focus more on my elbows, which is doing the flexing, and really keep my body weight back to give myself constant tension on my biceps. I definitely felt these as I was doing it. And I think I forget the set number, and this is down below, but roughly 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps again. I think on some of the biceps I get a little bit, 8 to 10 on some of the shoulder stuff, and then the biceps gets around a little bit heavy, a little bit higher in the repetitions, but definitely the shoulders and triceps, that was kind of all I could really do. That was plenty, at least for that leverage that I was getting. And I really could comment a lot on these TRX straps in general and just different exercises and things. So if you guys want to see more of this stuff, let me know. I might do some other videos about the TRX and just an overall kind of review and some things to think about if you do decide to buy one, or just maybe some ideas to kind of go through your head if you're even considering it. So if you guys want to see more of that, just let me know down below. And in a second here, I'm going to come back after the workout and just kind of tell you some little final thoughts when I got done with this workout.
Alright guys, that was it. Just like the last video I did, I probably could have stopped a little bit earlier than that. That was actually tougher than I thought, just in the sense that doing it for the first time like this in a while just felt a little different. I know I'll put a lot of commentary in this video to kind of talk about some things I was thinking about as I was doing it, but I totally just kind of made it up again as we were going here. I'll put the workout at the end of the video. Just saying, you know, I would pick this up if I were you. If you guys are at home and you're limited on stuff to use at your house, you want something that's simple and that's affordable. You don't have to like invest like hundreds of dollars to get a hold of some weights that can go through a certain amount. Again, I would take advantage of it while it's still available. So I'll put the link down below. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to, again, comment down below, email me. A lot of good questions. I'll turn the videos next week as best as I can. As always, again, it definitely helps if you guys share this video, like the video, tell me what you guys want to see in previous videos. I'm just trying to do this just kind of help you guys, just being at home and trying to think of very simple stuff that's practical and stuff you guys will stick to in the future. And most importantly, showing you guys it doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be extremely hard. Even though I said this was a tougher workout, it wasn't tough at all. Especially, and I'm listening to like, this was all kind of a quiet workout, but if I had music on or distraction, I could have done another extra 15 minutes. I'm just kind of felt like that was enough, so I'm done. That's what I'm trying to pass on to you guys. Don't like, you know, go crazy with it. Just very simple stuff, do it consistently, and I guarantee you guys will see results you guys want to see. So thanks again.